Warning, this video is only just a speculation. I neither know nor care if this character is going to be in the game. So I'm not responsible for any source of hype you get from this video. To put it simply, don't blame me if you're getting disappointed, okay? Oh yeah, spoiler alert for Final Fantasy 13 Chapter 10 onward. And by that I mean the sequel as well.
I put you on the path. That was my focus.
Welcome to another Dissidia character prediction. If you don't know what this is, I can't blame you. It's been a year since I made one of these. It's a video where I talk about a possible future character to join a roster of Dissidia. But it's not much about a possibility of the character though. I will mostly focus on the ability and the moveset. You get it? Okay. So in the last episode, I'm talking about Noctis, and since he just announced recently, officially, I think it's a time to talk about someone else. And since it's been like over the years of Dissidia keep announcing an old villain to the roster, and since this is a month of Halloween, assuming that I can make this video out in October, I think I should talk about a new one. Yeah, it's nice to get some new heroes, but we really need some bad guy for good guy to fight with. And we're talking about the villain from Final Fantasy 13. And for FF13 hater out there and those people who complain about Lightning being the western box art, not gonna lie though, these comments are pretty fun to read. I don't care about that. And you know who also don't care about that? These guys. Hell, it's so popular they retconned the game's story to make a 2 sequel out of it. And if you ask me, the third one is the best one. And there's 2 possible candidates in my opinion. The first is Cid Raines, the anti-hero of the original 13. Since, you know, nobody liked the main bad guy Pretendless, and Caius Ballad, a main antagonist of 13 too. At first this video is going to be about both of them, but when I start writing the script, I think, yeah, I should have just picked one first. And at second, I thought I should ask people which one they like more on Twitter, but apparently I'm a hasty little idiot and already done writing a half a concept for Cid, so I said to myself, screw it, I'll do Cid first and maybe Caius later, someday. Well, out of these 2, Cid is actually more popular, but not that popular when you compare to any of the party members in that game. Heck, most of them is already in Opera Omnia, but whatever, this is a villains one and I might talk about them soon, I don't know. He got some outside appearance like Record Keeper or even the Monster Strike. Not as much as other villains sure, since his screen time is really short, but at least he's like in the main game and you know has the name of mother freaking Cid. Hell, at least he's popular enough to appear in the third game. While Caius don't really appear outside his game that much, even though he's technically has like way more screen time. On the other hand, he's a sequel character. His chance of being in Dissidia is probably pretty slim. But who knows, if this Dissidia takes place after the third game, it might be possible in terms of lore, I guess. And if you ask me, I want Caius more since he has so much cool power and ability and all. But let's just go back to Cid Raines' speculation first. Cause if you actually dive deeper into his background, there's some fun stuff in there. Unlike hero who you usually control in the game, if you're gonna make a moveset out of villain, the best way is to look at their boss fight, which is where my problems lie. Most of them, you usually only fight them like once or twice in the entire game. If you're lucky enough, you might be able to get like 2 or 3 unique attacks from them, but that's it. For Cid, you only fight him once and he got like what, 2 unique moves? But you know what, if Cloud Darkness only used a goddamn heatwave in the original game and they can still come up with cool stuff for her, then I can make this handsome man the moveset he deserves. Let's start with his general fighting style. Unlike more than the half of the current roster right now, Cid fight without weapon, which would actually be really nice for the game right now. We don't really have a monk type of character in the current roster. I guess Jack is sort of, but he's still carrying that thing around. And well, in case one certain black hair waifu didn't make it to the game, he's also pretty adapted to magic, so he's technically a monk mage. Not only that, since he's the sea like lightning, he also has some sort of paradigm shift mechanic with offensive, defensive, and a recover shift, which is basically a commando, sentinel, and medic. With this role in mind, I think he would fit more on the defensive side of playstyle. Maybe have a little bit of supporting ability as well. Though he's not really slow, I'm gonna make his role a heavy type or vanguard. in the same vein as Warrior of Light. I know it's quite a jump to a conclusion, but you will see why I put him in the heavy type soon. Oh, also, because when you fight him, he's a half Cid, right? What if in the battle we keep his normal appearance, but whenever he punches, his arm change to Cid arm? And maybe you make a wing appear in some of his attack. Wouldn't it be cool aesthetic? Not to mention, it will make a good opportunity for his alternate weapon. My theory for his mechanic, I imagine something like Lightning but with some different twists. Instead of Commando and Revenger, it will be offensive and defensive instead, with each role have 5 attack like Lightning. I'm not gonna use a recover ship here. Even if you make it either a free heal or bravery, it's not gonna be fun for both sides just standing still, spamming button and get a free stuff. I might save this thing for later though. Offensive ship will be focused more on, well, offensive. A straightforward attack like most characters. But instead of making it like Lightning Commando that only have a melee attack, how about let him have some long range attack as well? Remember how Lightning Commando used to have a Ruin and Ruin Guard in a duodecim? Why not just make it his Blackwell attack in his offensive ship? I imagine Ruin being a multiple medium speed projectile, while Ruin Guard is a big giant AoE similar to Sephiroth's Shadow Flare. For his neutral ground and aerial, it's going to be a melee attack. You can make it a simple punch and kick combo with the animation for his boss fight. And for his dash attack, here's another source for his moveset. You know who's also a half Cid? Snow in Lightning Return boss fight. Hey Snow dude, you wouldn't mind me take some of your moves, right? You're not like being Cid anyway. The move I want for his dash attack is this Impact Driver. A giant fist Falcon Punch attack is perfect for having super armor. For a defensive ship, this is where the fun begins. So how can we make a new defensive play that's not the same with Bao and Jack who have a stun block then? How about a counter attack, the same way as some HP attack we have right now, but on a bravery attack? A bit of problem with this idea though, if it can be spammable then nobody want to fight you. So instead, let's go with Scintilla approach. The attack will come out even if he don't block anything, so it won't be spammable. And add even more twist to that, how about not only make each 5 attack have a different counter attack, but also if he successfully blocks the attack, the counter becomes stronger. Faster, more damage, higher knockback, bigger hitbox, you name it. So which counter am I talking about here? Well Snow, gonna have to take more attack from you again. Neutral ground will be Repulse and followed by Cross Counter, which will be a close range single hit attack with a high damage and knockback. For backward ground will be Recast and followed by Counter Drive, a mid-range charge attack with a bit less damage. For aerial, I would take a Counter Blow and Counter Spell move from Lightning Command and Lightning Return and make it similar to the latter two. For dash attack, I want to drive even deeper and bring some ability no one gives a crap about. Even more than usual I mean. Either Ruin Guard or Revenge Guard would be fine. It will work similar to Warrior of Light Guard Slash but increase AoE range if it can block something. But to make all these not too frustrated for enemy marksmen, all these attacks need to have like a long recover time. The whole idea of my Cid playstyle is focused on choosing between safe offensive ship and risky high reward defensive ship. Offensive will be used in regular situations with easy to use melee attack and poking projectile, while defensive is situational but worth it if you can pull it off. The counterparty attack will be a bit weaker overall and have a slower starter time than the offensive one, and if he misses it then he can get easily punished. But if he managed to block something and choose the right attack to hit them, not only that he can deal as much damage or even more damage than offensive combo, but also way faster with just a single hit. And since his only mid-range attack is a counter attack, that becomes a weakness for him. He will be a heavy type that is good at defensive play, but not so much for a full attacking style. But we're not done yet cause he still needs an EX skill and HP attack. An ultimate EX skill should be an ability that is really unique to that character. And since Cid Raines only have like 1 or 2 unique abilities left, let's just pick that. There are 2 choices, first being a previously mentioned recovery ship. If you want to go with Record Keeper approach, then it would be just a plain HP regen. I think I should add something like an Izuna effect or maybe defense buff like Protect or Shell, but it's still just like 2 EX skill in 1, so I prefer other option, which is Metamorphosis and Seraphic Ray.
My will is my own. My will is my strength.
Why both of them? Cause using Metamorphosis automatically make him use Seraphic Ray anyway. I imagine Metamorphosis to be a buff like Cloud Limit Break. The effect might be different depending on the form he's on. In offensive, it might increase a tiny damage or maybe attack range, while in defensive, it'll make his power-up from successfully block available all the time, or make his recovery time faster. I don't know how exactly it's going to be balanced, but whatever, this is my video and I gotta go even crazier. For Seraphic Ray effect, well, just make it like in a boss fight. And no, I'm not talking about dealing any damage or remove your debuff, I'm talking about remove the enemy buff. Basically like a Dispel gun. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty frustrating if you go up against him and can't use a buff, but just remember that one time Ramu pretty much dominated the game, and how goddamn powerful and popular buff EX skills are. Just make it like a Dispel gun skill so it will not remove ultimate EX skill buff, they will be okay. For HP attack, well, there's not much left here, so why not go hunting more moves from other sources again? First things is, yep, nice to see you again, Snow. Now that I think about it, most of this thing can work as a Snow moveset as well. But hey, I already take a move from his Seed form, okay? And there's 2 more moves left that I think will fit Cid Raines. There are Brutal Bash, which might work as a simple one-hit close range attack that might be useful for combo finishers. And Sanctify. This would be a perfect long-range high vertical range AoE attack like Lamsa Holy. The second source is Other Seed. There's a lot of Seed enemy in 13 and there's some cool ability that you can take from. For example, there's a one Samurai Seed that I can't pronounce his name. He has a move called Purest Blade and Unrelenting Blade. Wouldn't it be cool if Cid just reshape his Seed arm into a katana and then do a slashing attack? Or maybe that one Seed super boss in Rising Return. That guy can cast Meteor, Giga Meteor, Terra Meteor, and Holy God Exa Meteor. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't want any more Meteor in the game. Oh, wait a sec. This guy can use a Supernova? Hey, you wouldn't mind that, right, Sephi? You're not using it in Dissidia anyway. And the last source is from the main villain Bartenderless, or more specifically, his orphan form. And since he's the one who makes Cid and the Sea in the first place, it may be even more reasonable than the previous 2 sources. And really, a lot of the attack from the first phase of the orphan boss fight can really work. There's so many moves from him, he can pick any of that, but the most important is obviously Merciless Judgment. If you can make this move into something similar to a Blasting Zone, it would be really cool. Well, that's about it I guess. Let me know what you think about my concept. I know some of these theories are a bit out there, but consider how weird some of their character moveset right now, I don't think some of these things I said are impossible. And really, the hardest part is for him to get into the game first. Oh, and comment on who do you want me to talk about in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be ignoring any comment asking where's Kai's video from now on. Thank you for watching, and I too
will challenge my fate.